So it's been a while, so I'm just going to get right into it. These are just some purchases and what's been going on in my life in the past few weeks. I think I just updated a couple of weeks ago about a convention I went to. That was the Long Island Retro Gaming Expo, but it's just a bunch of people getting together and selling old retro games and like appreciating retro games. And I went there with the express purpose of trying to find some really old Game Boy games. And the prices were decent. I mean, I think you're going there if you're going to that expo mainly for the vibes and just to meet other people and just see that those old-fashioned games, because they had a lot of gaming systems like arcade games that you could play and computer games that you can play from back in the day. But tons of vendors selling old game systems and old games for those systems. So, you know, like Dreamcast, Xbox, Sega, Genesis. I did get one game, which ended up being Super Mario Land 2. I have Super Mario Land 3, which is Wario Land. This one came out to be $25. I got a little bit of a discount because I bought multiple games from that vendor, and you can kind of haggle, but I think if you're just going there specifically looking for games, you probably would be better off buying games like off of eBay or, you know, secondhand sites, because they're cheaper online, definitely. But yeah, this is what I got, and I did recently end up going to another convention, which was the Anime NYC convention in New York City in the Javits Center. And it was my first time going there, and it's definitely not as big as the Comic-Con, New York Comic-Con, also in the same location, but it's, you know, it was fun. Lots of people, not as many people as the New York Comic-Con, but lots of artists. And I did pick up a print, which is this, and the artist is called, I don't know if you can read that, Gatonardo da Vinci. Cute. And this is a print of a watercolor, I guess they did, of Sakuragi Hanamichi from Slam Dunk as a cat. And Slam Dunk is one of my favorite anime, so I got this. And I also did spring for the official merch. Anime NYC 2025 t-shirt. The Communi-tea t-shirt with like the little rabbit and the boba. I think that was really cute. I got in the small because I assumed it would be like a men's small, which, you know, runs a little big. It's more like a women's medium. But this I think might be actually like I don't know, it's a little tighter than I thought it would be. I probably should have sized up to a medium. But yeah, hindsight. What else? So next up, I also started looking at vintage bags, but this is a vintage Coach bag, really nice smooth brown leather. It wasn't in the best condition when I got it. It's a shoulder bag, but I ended up washing it. I know, but I've watched a lot of like TikTok videos. There's just one girl who rehabs lots of vintage old like Coach bags, and you know, I just kind of follow what she did. I ended up soaking it in like some detergent water, like really like, you know, like Dawn detergent, just a few drops, and it had like some stains, but they totally disappeared. And then I conditioned the heck out of it after I stuffed and dried it, and it looks great. So this leather is so much nicer than the Coachtopia large alter ego bag that I bought, the one with the checkerboard pattern. I ended up actually selling it for a loss to someone I know, and yeah, if I had to do it again, I would not buy that bag again, the Coachtopia bag. The leather in that is so thin, and even like I'm careful. I'm not like super precious about my bags, but I was really careful with that bag, and even then, laying it out on a like a smooth surface, like a table or somewhere, I was already seeing some like corner wear, and which was really odd because I hardly ever get any sort of corner wear on any of my bags. So, you know, I decided to let that one go, and I got this one instead. I mean, I had them both at the same time, and comparing the leather, this, you know, hands down, this is way better. So I would not waste my money again on a new Coach bag. I would only purchase vintage from now on. And I get the hype. I understand why people are searching for old bags like the Ergos, I believe they're called. Yeah, this is like a nice medium-sized shoulder bag. Really nice leather, really sturdy and thick, but also like, I don't know, it's been worn in, so it's great. It has like a natural suede interior, nothing fancy, just really nice and in great condition, like no corner wear at all. So in previous videos, I think I mentioned I've been using the Tear 21 and Ivory Red Cushion Foundation, Red BB, I forget what it is, I guess a BB cream, and I've been using this for a while, and these last quite a long time actually, as long as you go in and flip the cushion, like I pull it out with a tweezer and just flip it over, it's still soaked on the other side. So I think to extend the life of these, you can flip those cushions, the cushion that comes with, like 2 or 3 times to get your money's worth. So don't just toss these once one side gets dry. You can still use the other side. And then I decided to try the Tear Aura cushion, the one in the silver compact, same shade. These run a little dark. I'm usually 23 in most BB cream colors, but these darken up on the skin, so I would go a shade lighter personally. And 21 Ivory worked for me. This one's has a little less coverage than the red, but in the finish I think looks a little bit more natural, so I kind of do prefer this on days that I don't need like fuller coverage, and not like the other one's full, but this one's a little lighter and more natural looking. And then TikTok got me. First, it was the Glow Not Dry concealer. So I bought the one with like the 2 skin tone kind of shades. There's another one that comes with like a white shade for highlighting, but I went with this one. I mean, when it first goes on, it looks, you know, moist and hydrating, but when it dries down, it still creases. So this is not my favorite concealer. I would not recommend it. But I was watching a lot of reviews and people were hyping up the Missha again. So I got the Missha. I went back and I tried it again, and I remember why I liked it, but I also remember why I don't like it. So the finish looks great. It's so easy to put on. You just like rub it on and it's good to go. But the fragrance is so strong. It stays all day. It doesn't just like fade away. So you're stuck with this like floral powdery scent on your face the entire day, which drives me nuts. But I really love the finish. I just wish they made a fragrance-free version. Then I decided to try the purple one, the Serum Perfect Cover Serum BB, which I guess Cardi B likes a lot. And yeah, I really do like this. It's less fragrance than the red Missha. Still scented, so and the scent does linger, but not as strong as that one. The finish looks a little bit more natural, lighter coverage. I think it's a little bit more smoothing. So overall, I do like this. I have dry skin, and I do like this. So I will continue using this, and I think I'm gonna put the Tear away for now. I kind of remember why I really like these and why these are such a classic. So I've been really enjoying those Samba Janes from Adidas. I forget what brand, but I also saw some TikTok videos and people were hyping up this shoe, which isn't entirely new, but it kind of comes and goes like in popularity. And I guess I was on like the crest of the wave when people were talking about it again. This is like a few weeks ago, a few months back, and I got my hands on these. So okay, prepare yourself. They are very polarizing, even more so than the Samba Janes or like the ballet sneaker flats. These are the Nike Air Riffs. Yeah, they're like a Tabby sneaker Mary Jane combo. So yeah, I was never into Crocs, which I know are polarizing too, but for this one, it was like so ugly. It's kind of cute for me. I don't know if that's the case for everybody who think, you know, but it's very lightweight. And what sold me was like people were saying how comfortable the shoe is, and it is super comfortable. I was like worried this part would like cut into my skin, but no, it's like comfortable right off the bat. One of the most comfortable sneakers I've ever used before. And the sole is so lightweight. Yeah, barely weighs anything at all, and so comfortable. And I thought I would have to wear a sock with it just because of the rubbing and friction, but no, like the shoe by itself is just comfortable. And it's weird because the sides aren't cushioned, but so comfortable. I had to get it off of StockX because they don't sell it on the official Nike website here in the US. So yeah, I'm not sure if if I'm totally into like the Tabby thing, but this one is just so comfortable that it's worth getting. So yeah, I do really like this. Okay, last but not least, the thing that kind of like annoyed the heck out of me this past month, but kind of resolved itself, or I found like a satisfying conclusion. So you know that Acne Studios bag, the dupe that I found that I really was so thrilled about finding? It's a tenth of the price. Normally that micro pocket bag goes for like $1,000, but I found a dupe for like a tenth of that price on Etsy. I don't think this seller's active anymore, but I was so happy with that bag. I decided to find another Acne Studios bag that I had my eyes on, and it was the Camero party bag. So that one runs, you know, it's pretty expensive as well. So I decided to go to DHgate, and I found this bag, which is so cheap and so horrible. Thankfully, it was only like 30-40 bucks. But do you see this? The fake leather is so plasticky looking, so shiny, and so thin. I feel like the tiniest scratch, like friction rubbing against like a wall or something, will tear this bag apart. It's so cheap looking, so cheap feeling. It is the worst dupe I've ever come across, and yeah, wasted my money. But then I found this other seller, so I found this version, and it's so much nicer. I think this is actually leather, I'm not sure, but this one was a little bit more expensive. It was like 100, but day and night basically. This one is really nice, but yeah, I think you can tell by the texture, just totally different. This one's like shiny and fake and like faux leather or pleather looking. This one is much nicer, and it does come with like a crossbody strap. But yeah, this one is a great version. I would recommend the seller, but they're not taking any orders. So, but I really do like this. I'm glad I got it before like the August 29th deadline, when they, you know, did the whole tariff thing. But the only thing is, okay, the outside looks really good, but the inside, I don't know if it's supposed to be like this. I think in the actual version it might be like a cloth lining, but this one has like a really cheap feeling interior, kind of like this. So yeah, on the outside it looks good, but on the inside kind of questionable. But still, you know, I really like the look of this bag. That's all I wanted. I don't really need to spend $1,000 because I get tired of my bags after a while, you know, like a few months, maybe a year. I want to try something new. So this gives me a chance to try something, and for not too much. I mean, it's only like $100. So yeah, I'm really glad about it, and I'm excited to use this. This one I'm going to donate. I don't think, yeah, there's no resale value for this one. It's just kind of bad. Maybe someone will like it. But yeah, I'm going to enjoy using this one, and I think I'll be moving into this bag for the fall.